All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. So on behalf of the American Cleaning Institute and the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, I'd like to welcome everyone to the 2017 Healthy Schools, Healthy People, It's a SNAP program and our National Awards ceremony. And again, congratulations to our team. We're so excited you're here to join us in Washington. So for those of you that I haven't met, my name is Melissa Hochstad, and I'm the President and CEO of the American Cleaning Institute. And again, just wanted to thank all of you for joining us. And if you haven't tried it, I would encourage you to go try the hand hygiene challenge after we're done here. It's a lot of fun and can test your skills after we're finished. So for those of you that don't know, ACI was founded in 1926. And soon after we published our first study researching hand washing in schools, that's something that's been very important to us through the years. And for the last 90 years, hand hygiene, germ re-education in schools has retained really critically important to ACI. So about 15 years ago, ACI and CDC collaborated really to focus on the development of a health initiative that would help keep kids in school learning. So that initiative led to the creation of Healthy Schools, Healthy People, It's a SNAP. And just a reminder, SNAP stands for School Network for Absentee Prevention. So this joint initiative seeks to improve hand hygiene habits in order to help prevent the spread of infectious disease and reduce related absenteeism. And the goal of the program is to improve health by making hand cleaning an integral part of the school day. So since 2003, schools have been encouraged to create an impactful, student-led project and apply for national recognition. And a review panel of health and student leadership experts rate the programs on creativity, teamwork, impact, and the ability for other schools or communities to really replicate the projects. So today we honor our 2017 National Award recipients. And before I get to the main event, I also want to really recognize a couple of our runner-up teams that did a fantastic job this year. So our first runner-up is the Brickell Academy at Old Donation School in Virginia Beach, Virginia, for their Expert Germ Stopper Ambassadors Project. And then I'd also like to recognize the Medford FCCLA in Medford, Oklahoma, for their ABC I'm Germ Free project. And both schools will receive a cash award of $250. So now this year's winner of the 2017 award is Litchfield High School and the FCCLA for their Healthy Holidays project. So before we get to hear from the great team, what we want to do is invite one of our guests to join us up here. And so today we're really fortunate to have Jane Bingham, who's the public health analyst for CDC's Washington, D.C. office. And she used to work with the Healthy Water Division, so she has firsthand knowledge about the importance of good hand hygiene. So Jane, come on up, say a few words.
Hi, so I'm Jane from CDC, and I'm happy to be here today to represent the agency and to recognize the great work that you all did, all the students did, to promote healthy hand washing in your schools. So I'm based in Washington, D.C. However, of course, we're headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, and I thought it might be helpful to just give a little bit of background on the agency. When we were first created in the late 1940s, we were actually, the mission of the agency was to combat malaria in the southeast United States. And so we were originally called the Communicable Disease Center, singular, but obviously we have since expanded greatly. We have multiple centers now. We had fewer than 400 employees when we first started, and now we have over 15,000, and we have staff in every state that they work to help health departments. And we also have staff in over 50 countries internationally. But I think an important change also to note is that our name became the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which it wasn't always when we first started. And while you likely associate CDC, or at least I did before I started with CDC, you associated CDC with movies like Contagion, which, fun fact, they actually profiled Dr. Shookett for one of the characters in Contagion, our acting director. But you associate CDC with outbreak responses, like with Ebola and Zika and SARS previously. But I think prevention is such a key component of the work that we do, and it's often sort of overlooked in light of some of these outbreak responses that get a lot of the international news. But CDC works with state and local health departments in a variety of ways on disease prevention and health promotion. We provide financial support, technical expertise, and technical assistance to states. And when a state is dealing, of course, with an outbreak and they request assistance, we send what we call our disease detectives or experts to assist in those responses. But I think it's really important to note that the public health model is really, we can't be a top-down model where we are sort of the only players in the game, right? I think it's really important to have the communities involved in promoting and their own public health. So I just wanted to emphasize for you all, especially the students here, that you all are a really invaluable partner to the agency and that you help promote the good behavior, the hand washing behavior on the ground for us, and that we're really grateful to you for that. So a big thanks to all of you on behalf of the agency. And now I will introduce Dr. Ann Shookett, who's on video, who is the acting director of our agency. Thank you.
Hello, and congratulations to Litchfield High School and your Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America chapter. Carly Christensen, Hanna Schocker, and Megan Stordahl, you should be very proud of yourselves for winning the 2017 Healthy Schools, Healthy People, It's a SNAP National Award. The program you created, Healthy Holidays, helped educate classmates throughout Litchfield, Minnesota, on the importance of proper hand washing. From experiments and posters to holiday-themed videos and social media outreach, you found creative ways to promote healthy hand washing for people of all ages. Ms. McGraw, thank you for encouraging your students to improve hand hygiene in their schools. I hope you're all enjoying a well-deserved trip to Washington, D.C. for the award ceremony. The Healthy Schools, Healthy People program reminds students and teachers how important it is to wash your hands to get rid of germs and avoid getting yourself and others sick. That's why CDC is pleased to continue working with the American Cleaning Institute and schools across the country to promote this important message. When hand hygiene habits in schools improve, it reduces the number of times that students and school workers get sick and stay home. This can keep school attendance high and improve academic success. Another benefit is that students who learn proper hand washing in school go home and tell their parents and siblings. This helps families and communities stay healthier. Washing your hands is fast and easy and one of the best things you can do to keep from getting sick. Thank you for reminding us to take a little extra time to make sure our hands are clean. Once again, congratulations, Litchfield High School FCCLA, on setting a great and healthy example.
So I'm Martha Chapin, Associate Director of Education for ACI, and it's my pleasure to introduce the Litchfield High School FCCLA team. Carly Christensen, Hanna Schocker, Megan Stordahl, and their teachers, Mrs. McGraw, and also Mrs. Rick. So the Litchfield team arrived in Washington, D.C. yesterday, and they had an opportunity to learn about some of our history as they visited the landmarks by kayak and by trolley. So be sure to ask them about the connection between the trolley and making good life choices. This morning they toured the Capitol and they met with representatives from their state of Minnesota. They had breakfast with Senator Al Franken, and they educated their congressman, Mr. Peterson, about proper hand washing techniques as they discussed the importance of learning adulting skills, which are, of course, part of the Family Consumer Sciences curriculum. Tomorrow, they're scheduled to have breakfast with their other senator, Amy Klobuchar. And these experiences on Capitol Hill provide the students with an excellent opportunity to educate decision makers about the importance of hand hygiene. And Senator Klobuchar's letter to the school helps support the educational value of this awards trip and smooth the way for missing 3 school days as high school seniors. Before I turn the podium over to the team, I'd like to share a few comments from the panel who reviewed the Litchfield Award submission. They remarked that continuing the hand washing theme throughout the holidays was genius. They were impressed by the social media campaign and how it broadened the impact of the messages, and they applauded the team's results and interactions with so many different groups. Carly, Hanna, Megan, now it's your turn to share a little bit more about your Healthy Holidays project. Technical glitch. Back up. Sorry.
Power switch. Oh, here we go. Nope.
One moment, please. One more.
Do you want to click? You have to. I didn't do it. Your name.
I did?
Yep.
Oh!
Hi, I'm Megan.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Hannah. We are from the Litchfield High School FCCLA, and we are so thankful to be here and honored to be chosen for this award. We would like to take this time to explain our project to you.
When we started our project, we did some research on why people really need to wash their hands. We were amazed at how much information is out there. We found out that there are 49 germs per square inch on a toilet seat. That's pretty gross and why most of us wouldn't want to put our face on a toilet seat. We were shocked to find out that there are 45,000 germs per square inch on our cell phone, and we all know we have that touching our face often throughout the day.
Every year, 76 million people get sick from foodborne illnesses because they don't wash their hands. 325,000 people are hospitalized, and 5,000 people die unnecessary deaths that could have been prevented by correct hand hygiene habits.
By doing our research, we found out that washing our hands is important. The next thing we wanted to know is how many people wash their hands. There have been national surveys done in this area. Nationwide, 58% of females and 48% of males wash their hands after using the bathroom.
We wanted to find out how students in our school compare to the nation's survey. So we had students fill out a survey about hand washing. In our school, 53% of males and 59% of females claim they wash their hands before they eat and after using the bathroom. 25% of the students would rather use hand sanitizer than soap and water. After seeing our survey results, we knew our project was necessary at our school.
We decided our goal was to educate students and families about the importance of hand hygiene and hand washing procedures. We wanted to increase the percentage of people who wash their hands and reduce the amount of illnesses in our school and community.
We wanted all the students in our district to know the basics and importance of hand hygiene. They need to know when it is important to wash their hands, such as before, during, and after preparing food, before eating, after using the toilet, after blowing your nose or coughing, after touching an animal or garbage, and after caring for someone who is sick.
We often see students washing their hands incorrectly. It was important to get the message out there about correct hand washing procedures. We use the mnemonic SSSRD to help students remember the key points when washing their hands.
We wanted to come up with a theme for our project that would attract kids' attention. We decided to create an informational video for every holiday, kicking off our project in October with the Halloween video. Since kids are hands-on learners, we knew it would be more effective if we had them participate in creating the promotional videos for every holiday rather than just teaching them. It was important for us to include every group we taught in our videos. It gave the students a sense of ownership and made them responsible for knowing the techniques of hand washing. The slogan we used throughout our project was Healthy Holidays.
We met with a public health nurse from our county, and she advised and gave us materials and prizes for our Germ City event. To create Germ City, we used a walk-in closet and decorated it with black paper and neon paint. During a middle school Halloween dance, we selected students and went into the middle school's facts classroom and started by having them fill out a survey about how often they wash their hands. Then we put glitterbug lotion on their hands and rubbed it in so they couldn't see it. When they entered Germ City, the black lights illuminated the lotion, causing them to see the germs and what they would look like on their hands. Students then went out to wash their hands and came back into Germ City, only to find that there were still a lot of germs left on their hands.
This was the perfect opportunity to explain why the germs remained. We educated them on correct hand washing procedures and the SSSRD mnemonic. The students easily remembered: soap, scrub, sing, rinse, and dry. Many students commented that they don't always wash their hands, and when they did, they certainly weren't washing them well enough.
We gave prizes at the end of the night to encourage participation. Seeing the excitement of the students encouraged us, and we heard them say they were going to change their habits.
We also went to the elementary school. We started our presentation with a science experiment.
Wearing rubber gloves, we took a piece of bread out of a bag and placed it in a bag labeled "Not Touched."
The second piece of bread was passed around the room, and we had all of the students touch it with their dirty hands. This piece was placed in a bag labeled "Touched." The two bags were kept in a shaded part of their classroom for a week. The students were amazed at how quickly the piece of bread they touched molded.
We then put glitterbug lotion on their hands and had them see it glow under the black light. The students then washed their hands and were surprised that there were still germs left. That was the perfect opportunity to teach them the correct hand washing procedures. They helped us inform others of the correct procedures by starring in an informational Thanksgiving-themed video. Each student was given a bookmark that had reminders of what we taught that day.
We felt in order to have our project have a lasting impression, we would have to place signs in the bathrooms that students could see to remind them about this important information.
We have all seen signs in the bathroom that remind us to wash our hands. Obviously, many people still choose to ignore these. We wanted to create signs that would get middle school and high school students' attention. We felt our signs needed to not only remind students to wash their hands, but needed to show why it was important to wash their hands. We made signs on brightly colored paper with important and sometimes gross statistics to get our message across. We changed them with each holiday.
One of our signs said, "An average desk can have more than 20,000 germs per square inch. This is 400 times more germs than on the toilet. Wash your hands." We made different signs frequently and changed them for each holiday.
We felt our signs definitely got the students' attention because of their shocking statistic attached to them. Many students commented on how much they appreciated them. However, the thing that made us feel like our signs made a difference is the amount of students we see washing their hands and the fact that none of the signs have been taken down or written on.
We used Twitter to send messages about hand washing statistics and procedures. We posted all of our videos on Facebook and Twitter. We also attended a family game night and talked to over 70 people about the importance of hand washing and soap safety.
In February, we knew our project was going really well because we had a special education teacher ask us if we could use her class for the next group to make the Valentine's video. After teaching them the important hand washing techniques, they were really excited to make the video.
Our project received a lot of great publicity. We got positive comments often on our Facebook and Twitter about the importance of our project. We also place information on our school district website with details about our project. We had a large newspaper article written about our project that gave us recognition of this national award.
We have done follow-up surveys and they have been very positive. Before our project, students reported they washed their hands about 50% of the time, and now they are reporting correct hand washing procedures 90% of the time. Our attendance rate has been above 90%. That is a huge difference.
We worked with many people to make our project a success, impacting 1,400 students and their parents in our school district.
We are so proud of what we have accomplished with our project. It is nice to know that a small group of students can make a huge difference and change the healthiness and happiness of our community. Thank you again for this award and for listening to our presentation. Does anybody have any questions?
Oh, sorry. So I know it's geared for school, but Martha and I are talking about how can we incorporate some of that here at ACI? You know, anything that you recommend that we might be able to use here?
I think the Twitter, like the social media really helped us because like our friends even noticed it and they're like, oh, what is this? And then we had to explain our project to them. So that really social media really spreads our project around.
Okay.
And with our
It helped.
videos, we did them with younger kids, and then it wasn't as much just our friends watching the videos, it was all of the parents and grandparents of all of the kids watching the videos, and then they share it, and then all of their friends watch it. So social media was like key in our project.
And your little glitter bug experiment back there, if you do that more often, it kind of shows people like, ew, this is what germs would look
And you
like
can
on my
see which
hands.
parts you miss on your
Yep, and that was a big thing. Like, I got my fingers really well, but there were parts of my hands that I didn't even know I was missing, so now I focus on that more when I do wash my hands. So that teaches them, because you don't really, most people know, like, the steps, but it's just knowing where to get when they miss. So that helps, too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You have a
Yeah.
question?
Who had to run in and put the boys sign in the boys' bathroom?
We had guys do that. We didn't do that. Any other questions?
So I think the posters that you did in the bathrooms, those were phenomenal, and we'd like copies of those so we can put them in our
Yeah,
bathrooms.
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
print them off.
We
Yeah.
have
Send
a
them to
Google
you?
folder of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Any other questions for our winning team here? Well, again, I just want to thank the three of you. I mean, we're tremendously impressed with all of this, and even though it was geared more for the kids and the schools, I mean, I think there's a lot of things, as you mentioned, that we can use. I know all of us, whether it's taking it home, but also using it here at the ACI offices and also for our members as well. And I'm really confident that the Litchfield school and community will remember the acronym, the SSSRD, right? We've all got it. We're all going to be practicing that moving forward, and I think that's a great, catchy way to do it, and people really like that. So again, we don't want you to leave DC empty-handed, and so we do want to recognize you for everything that you've done, and not just you, but your wonderful teachers as well, who've been advisors and helping give ideas, suggestions, making sure this was a true team effort. So Martha's giving us the scoot, okay. And so I'm happy to present each of you with a special award that we have and certificate signed both by ACI as well as CDC. And so, Martha, you're going to assist us with this?
I am.
All right. All right, for Carly, a round of applause.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, can't go anywhere. Got to stay. Stay here. Are you going to stay? Okay.
This is for Hannah.
Okay.
Taylor.
Thank you. Miss Hannah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Megan, thank you. All right, wait, there's more.
For the school, Katie and Julie.
Okay, get our advisors up here as well. Okay, come on down. Thank you very much. As well. So we're going to get some pictures too, but before we do that, I just also want to acknowledge we have a number of ACI member companies that also have always been very supportive of our program. So the school will also be receiving some wall dispensers and refills of the Hands to Go sanitizer from Water Journey. So again, trying to help the cause. Another one of our member companies, Henkel, they're going to be shipping cases of Dial hand soap. And then also the school will be receiving hand soap from Colgate. And then a couple other member companies, Aerolessence, which is one of our more fragrance-oriented companies, Colgate, Ecolab, and Henkel, they also have contributed a cash award to the school here. So again, to help you continue the whole mantra of clean hands education in your school. So Martha's got, all right, got to turn it around. I'm not sure I'm going to step out here. Okay. We've got the official giant check. Yay. I realize your hands are full, so I guess I'll kind of hold these, but this will be yours. I'm going to step back for a second here. But again, make sure everybody can see $5,000, right? So good, that's very important. All right, hold on, Nancy's taking a picture here, and then we'll all scoot in for more. Okay, good, okay. And there will be a smaller check that is actually more depositable that will be coming your way. Thank you. But again, we really appreciate everything that you've done. And Martha, should I ask, do we take pictures now? Later? I know we've got one more element for today.
We got one more element, and then we'll...
Okay. So I say we've got, if you all wouldn't mind taking a seat for a moment, we've got one other person that would like to say a few words. And we're really fortunate today that we've been joined by a few of our friends from FCCLA, and one of the individuals that's here with us is Sandy Spavone, who's the executive director of the organization. And this is a partnership that we really cherish. We've worked with for quite a number of years, and working together on how do you promote personal growth, leadership development through family and consumer sciences education. So just ask Sandy to come up here, say a few words.
Well, good afternoon. First, I would like to thank you for the partnership with the American Cleaning Institute and the Centers for Disease Control Prevention, and congratulate Litchfield High School, FCCLA. We're so excited you represented us very well in what you did here, and congratulations on the cash awards and all of the supplies that are going to your school from the sponsors. That's very fantastic, and we appreciate your support. We appreciate the fact that you engage in peer leadership and peer education with our youth, and you include them in the education process of this. I think that you could see from the youth who are here today, they're examples of what young people can do when you empower them and engage them to make that difference. And that's what FCCLA does. FCCLA is Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. We're a career and technical student organization, which means we're part of family and consumer sciences in high schools and middle schools all across the country. So you multiply these three women over here, these young ladies, by 160,000 of them, and that's our membership across the country that's making an impact in their communities and being difference makers. You touched lives and you changed decisions for those kids by what you did. But also, I think you were educated. The process process that you engage in helping the students use their public speaking skills to make a difference, to research and get data, to use STEM skills to figure this all out, to get to come to Washington, D.C. and meet with their senators is really a great investment, we think, in the future generation, and we're proud to be part of that as FCCLA. From what they learn here and from what they take out, it's a small step, but a big difference in what they can do. So we thank you very much for your work. Thank you, girls, for making a difference in your communities. We have a special person here from FCCLA as well. Wendy Ambrose, our Minnesota State Advisor, flew all the way from Minnesota as well to join us and see the girls get this special award. So thank you for the opportunity to engage. Thank you for your partnership and all the support that the American Cleaning Institute and CDC gives youth to be part of the solution and make a difference and learn in the process. We appreciate being here, and thank you for your engagement.
Okay, well, again, we just want to congratulate Litchfield High School. Again, so excited to have you here. Really have learned a lot from the Healthy Holidays campaign and promoting the importance of good hand washing behavior, your school, your community, and beyond to all of us and our members as well. I would ask everybody here, again, these ladies have done a tremendous job. Let's give them another round of applause. So again, we do encourage all of you to stick around. We've got to still do some official photos, but we've got some snacks outside. We'd encourage you to come back in, talk with our team here, learn more. I mean, really take advantage of the opportunity. And again, thank you all for joining us today.